Rob Hogue here, Bass Stalker Fishing. I'm here with my buddy AJ Slagona, FLW Costa Pro, and he's got a new technique to some of you that he wants to talk about today, and so I'll turn it over to him and let him get started.
Hey guys, we're going to talk a little bit about flipping, but not your traditional style flipping with a big weight and a beaver or a jig. I'm talking about flipping a drop shot. And I really, traveling around the country, I've become a lot more versatile. This is something I would have done probably say a few years ago. But when the fishing gets tough, the flipping bite's not really working, this is really something to try, or especially when you're fishing behind somebody.
Yeah, like as a co-angler.
As a co-angler. When they're flipping a beaver or a jig, you can go back behind them and flip this, and it can go from bad to really good really fast.
Yeah, it'll give the fish a different look, and sometimes that's all they need.
Yep, and what I rig it up on, like today we're fishing 10, 12 foot of water, submerged milfoil, and flipping the pockets and the edges. But I'm using 20-pound test Vicious Fishing Pro Elite fluorocarbon. At the bottom here I have a 3/4 ounce wood tungsten weight. I got a swivel at the bottom. I got it with a little rubber stopper in there. And up the line I have a heavy wire flipping hook. You don't want to use a light wire hook because you're using heavier line, heavier rod, and it could really straighten that hook out. I've done it before. I made that mistake already. And on here I have rigged the new 6-inch Yum finesse worm. Just got released at iCast. It's an awesome. We've been whacking them on this worm. It's an awesome worm for this deal. And it also comes in a 4-inch too for different kind of applications. Up here, up the line, I have a swivel, and that just keeps the line from getting twisted. You use heavier line with a drop shot like this flipping, it can really twist your line up. So you want to put a swivel up the line. And I have it on a Ardent Apex Grand Reel 7.3-1 and on a 7.3 heavy Fitzgerald rod. It's Stunner HD series. You don't want to, with what we're doing today with 20-pound test fluorocarbon, and you don't want it on too heavy of a rod. You want a shorter rod, a little bit more tip to it, because you're not really pumping the weight. You're just you flip it in the pocket and you're just kind of working the worm in there.
Just like you would a drop shot. You're kind of just shaking it like you would a regular drop shot rig.
Yep. So this is a perfect rig for what we're doing today.
Right. Now, I have a question for you. Now, what would make you go to something like this? What do you have to see? Is it just a matter of having history on a lake, or if you're in an area in this grass where you know the fish should be, it's summer, they should be in that submerged vegetation, and they're just not biting the jig, they're not biting the beaver, is that when you would switch to something like this? Yeah,
see, I'm a flipper. That's kind of my strength in fishing. I like flipping big weights, big jigs and stuff like that, but sometimes this isn't something I would start with. This is something I would kind of resort to if it's just not fishing right.
If it's not working.
Yeah, and it's usually a high pressure day or a lot of fishing pressure on the lake and stuff like that, or you're fishing behind somebody. This is something you can pitch and you can catch them real good on it.
Awesome bait for a co-angler.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now, me and him have a little bit of difference of opinion. I like to throw braid with a leader, with a fluorocarbon leader, and he likes to throw straight fluorocarbon. But that's kind of your preference. Yeah. And he has a couple thoughts on situations like that when you come into situations like that as a fisherman.
Yeah, there's no written rule in bass fishing. There's no rule book you can look at and tells you need to use this size line and this rod for this presentation. It's all about feel. It's personal preference, whatever works best for you. I mean, there's guidelines, but there's no real rule. So, whatever works for you. I like straight fluorocarbon with this deal, and he likes braid, and we're both catching fish. Right.
It's kind of like a video I've done in the past for people who watch the channel. We're both left-handed reelers of bait casters, where some people, it's like blasphemy if you're reeling with your left hand, but that's what works for us. And this guy fishes at some of the highest levels, and he's reeling with his left hand. So it's kind of one of those things. Whatever works for you, whatever feels comfortable to you, that's what you need to do. Yeah. But you want to go catch some?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to catch some fish.
All right, well guys, thanks for watching. I'd like to thank AJ for being on the channel, and he kind of tightened this system up for me, because I did do this in the past, but I think my setup was a little off, and he's kind of helped me clean this technique up. So thank you for that.
Glad I helped you out.
Stay tuned for some fish catches. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. check this dude out on Instagram, Facebook, and hopefully I can talk him into doing a YouTube channel soon. But if you guys haven't heard of AJ, you might want to start following him, because he's going to be a household name quick, because he's a stick and he's doing big things. So we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks a lot.
Regular polymer knot, and after you pass that line through the eye, pop it through the eye of the hook, and it'll make your bait jump.